This has been prepared with the purpose of introducing modern thermal electricity generation plants and providing information about the 200 megawatt size Yildirim 1 Elazığ power generation plant investment project. The biggest issue when underlying inventions, modern life and developing technology, ranging from the past to today, is energy. Just think about it. Doesn't everything we utilize, from the smallest to the biggest, operate by means of energy? Electrical power, which we use in transportation, medicine, agriculture, communication, industry and many more areas, is also a significant indicator of modernization. It has become an integral part of our lives, like bread and water. Let's further think about it. All devices which we use in our houses and social lives, which have almost become a part of us without notice, avails to us by means of electricity. Without electricity, how can the future of our children be? How can they complete their education? The sound of adhan rising from minarets to the sky is fueled by electrical power. We communicate with people far away from us by means of electricity. In short, electrical power is a bridge, a connection between us and our lives. Can you imagine a dark world, a dark Turkey, a dark Elazığ? Environmental friendly electrical power generation for a bright Turkey. With the progress in industrialization, there have been developments threatening human health seriously. However, environment consciousness developed and spread as that much rapidly with the facilities created, thanks to the communication era. Now, in all generations, from factories to big facilities that might come into the mind, environmental impact and human wealth was taken under protection by laws. Turkey has also put emission license sanction as per the European Union harmonization process into effect, being valid as of June 8, 2010, with the purpose of further integrating to the world when performing intense investment. In Turkey, unfortunately, still the thermal plants established in the 1970s and 1980s are being operated, whereas these facilities have already completed their economical lives. Now new generation thermal plants need to be established to replace the old in Turkey, just as all over the world, to further lower environmental emissions rapidly. The most environment-friendly new lineage electricity power generation plant will be in the Elazığ province of Turkey. The Yildirim 1 power generation plant project is candidate for being the most environment-friendly thermal power plant of Turkey, because in this plant, high calorific value clean imported steam coal will be burned within the Fluidized Bed Boiler technology, which is a design and manufacture of other companies located in the United States of America and European Union, which is further accepted as the most efficient boiler technology from an environmental aspect point of view. This power plant will transform the primary energy of coal into electrical power utilizing the Fluidized Bed Boiler technology, which burns coal with the method of low temperature combustion, thus creating much lower stack gas emissions that are below the health limit values given by the legislations. Coal undergoes a series of crushing processes before proceeding to the burning process, and its grains are crushed into a size smaller than 12 millimeters. In the CFB boiler, coal starts to burn by ignition via a pilot fuel, whereby a bed material gets fluidized by means of upward flowing air. The residue as an outcome of coal combustion is called ash. By means of the special design in the Yildirim 1 project, all of the ash exposed will be recycled at a cement plant as raw material. A long-term ash sales contract has already been signed. The ash shipment will be performed by railroad with private wagons for the purpose of not creating dust during transport. Boiler feed water used for generating the steam in thermal power plants is generally sourced from wells and purged from minerals and particles it harbours. This water is transformed into steam within the boiler, and after that the electrical power is generated in steam turbines. Later the steam is passed through the condenser and is there transformed back into liquid state water. and is then sent back again to the boiler to conclude the cycle. In the condensation process, cooling is provided without mixing the waters coming from the cooling tower and the exhaust steam of the turbine. The steam visible at the top section of the cooling tower is the vaporization of the water taken from the well. It is in its natural form and falls back again onto the ground as rain, thus provides no harm to the environment. Primary advantage of the fluidized bed boiler type combustion is that the creation of sulfur dioxide is prevented thanks to the limestone particles mixed to the coal inside the boiler. Further, the nitrogen oxide emission is kept very low, thanks to the low combustion temperature as well. The gas coming out of the combustion process is then released into the atmosphere, to a great extent as water vapor via a chimney at a height of 100 meters, after passing through a cyclone filter at first and subsequently through electrostatic and bag filters. Water vapor coming out of the high build chimney is distributed through the upper layers of the atmosphere, thus doesn't have an effect or harm to the environment close by the power plant. Such water returns back to the ground in form of rain later on. With a continuous emission monitoring system mounted into the chimney path, the contents of the gas released to the sphere will be continuously provided to the reading of our public, to both over the internet and on an electronic billboard that will be visible to all of our people. Environment-friendly power generation. The quality of electricity that will be generated by the Yildirim 1 power plant will create additional employment, as high standards-driven industries will be attracted, such as textile, superfilm and packing industries and so on. Those will become able to be established in districts and towns within the Elazığ province. In addition to that, the local municipality will secure an income share by means of the electricity consumed within its territory, thanks to the related regulation of the electricity market law. With this additional income, municipalities will take advantage to meet infrastructure and social service needs of our people. Yildirim Energy will plant 10,000 trees in the region and will gift those to our people and future generations, while building a modern and environment-friendly thermal plant in Elazığ. Being responsible humans, contributing to the social and environmental responsibility is among our main objectives. Beside our environmental awareness and social responsibility, Yildirim Energy will provide working opportunity to 200 people in this power plant and give priority to local people in the selection of plant operation personnel. As a facility being sensitive to the environment, respectful to human beings, Yildirim 1 Energy Plant will bring employment and abundance to our dear province of Elazığ, for a developing, growing and enriching Elazığ, all together in trust and hand in hand.